Okay, so this is the first day of almost spring after like what, 2 weeks at 1 digit / 2 maybe, but all below 20. So we are on the edge of the moment where we should prune the vineyard. Vineyards, such as any other trees that has to do a production once a year, need to be pruned, so that pruning is like reshaping back the vines so that it's manageable, and also the operation of pruning leave you a load of potential buds that will awake, and from the buds we will have a shoot, and then from the shoot we will have grapes, so cluster. So if you look at this vine, Thomas, here we cut it down. Okay, so one cut was here, one cut was there, etc. We cut to short spore. If you say spore, you understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, spore. So little tiny piece of shoots that has 1 and 2 dormant buds. Then they will awake, and we will have a 1-year growth, and from the 1-year shoot we will have cluster coming up. So if you walk with me, this is basically done. We also replaced, you see this little guy, we replaced him last year because one was dead, and so we replaced with a new vine. This is Norton. Now we prune back during the growing season, so that we could leave only a couple of shoots so they can become tougher and bigger. Now I have to select one of them so that it will make the trunk, the primer trunk, and from the trunk we'll develop a cordon with the shoots coming down. This is called almost like a GDC, which is a way to grow grapes using wire, where the vine will attach it through this. I don't know in English how it's called, but it's enough I know what they, why the vine needs it. And then it will grow here, and then we will have the vine building the cordons over here, and from the cordons we will have a curtain of shoots and composed with leaves and cluster. So here, sorry man. So here is gone, and we will leave the strong one, but not all, because a little bit of this died with the cold temperature, rigid temperature. Now we have on a new vineyard, or new vines anyway, we have several stages of growth and several reactions. Not all the vine behave the same. So this guy was very strong, this one not so much, so we need to help him a little bit. In order to help him, we need to leave to this guy a smaller amount of buds, so can he concentrate into the 2 or 3 we leave. So all this is gone, so there is 1, 2, 3 buds, a little bit here, 4, that they will awake and they will push to grow. Now here we have a bigger guy, which is probably 5, 6 more, maybe 7 years old vine. This is a test vineyard. The reason why this is called test vineyard, because we try some varieties and see what they do with this Georgia specific microclimate, which is very challenging. So most of it died in our location here. We're not, up there in the mountain. So basically what survives are muscadine and some native variety, or hybrids made from native variety in America. One of them is Norton, because they are resistant to most of the parasites that we have. This is called Edelweiss. Nobody ever heard about it, but we just planted it to see if it could survive, and it does. The only thing is that the cluster you see we have a mammify cluster here because the birds loves cluster, and they ripe nice big bunches of big berries, and the birds come and eat it all. But this is a test vineyard, it's not meant for production, so we feed the birds because we love them. Okay, so again, we reshape this. This is the vineyard where we make events, etc. So it's very important how it looks. So the all labor in the pruning here is more for an aesthetical point than a production point. We do this pruning all over the vineyard. Actually, John behind you there, the big guy behind you there, yeah, just to give a shot, yeah, that's a big Georgia guy that just finish up the all vineyard, so pruning all the 2 and 3 years old muscadine vine, and those need to be pruned with another for other reasons, which are exactly how to obtain the most production out of, because from that vineyard we will have grapes to make wine. This is a good looking trial vineyard that we maintain. Again, this is, you know, we are almost at the moment where the water will start circulating from the soil to the part of the soil of the trees, because everything will awake now that the temperature will warm up, and this is really the last moment where we have that we can go a bit there and cut everything back before it will awake. It's still in the dormant phase because of the cold weather that we had in the last couple of weeks. It will take maybe 4 or 5 hours. Not a big deal, but it is very important to do it now. Okay, so this is the pruning. We've seen basically everything but the pruning. Next time I will sit down with Chef Julio, and he will look at me while I'm drinking my own wine, and I explain you how good it is. Okay? All right, bye. I see you next time.